Why are you here? You though. Which is what?
To be a clinical social worker.
Clinical social worker. So why are you here in this communication environment?
Why am I here? Because it would help.
How?
I guess what the exercises that we do and what we're getting ready to learn to do would help me in whatever I want to do later in life.
Which is what?
Be a clinical social worker.
So why here?
Because you are coaching.
Yeah, but why?
Well, this is a mandatory class, isn't it?
Why? Yeah, we got that. Mandatory, have to be, we got all that. That's not why I'm here. I could care less whether it's mandatory. For you. It's not mandatory for me. And it's not my job.
I'm here because I lack of certain skills.
Yeah, okay, but hold on.
It was less.
Because if we listen to one person, maybe we pick up something for ourselves. That's why we listen to other people, no matter who it is. Listen. Listen to their story. We might be able to take something from their story and use for ourselves to get to where we're going. Faster.
Go find something to do. And then what did you do? You went outside, you played. But
out loud, real loud, loud and clear. I am exchanging with energy.
What was the last thing you said?
Why? Why is a big, big word.
Yeah. Why what?
Why are you here?
To walk in my passion.
Yeah, specifically. How will this help your passion? Which is what?
To be a clinical social worker.
How will this help in that field?
Because there are things that I need to do as a clinical social worker.
Such as?
Communicate.
About what?
About people and their lives and I have to be better. I don't know.
Hey, what do you mean you don't know? Why do you say the word, the phrase, I don't know? You do know. I'm just asking. You do know. We know. Watch. She says, I don't know. She does. She just stopped, cut off. I'm not going to let her cut off. Because when she gets up here tomorrow, I want her to know why she's standing up talking about herself to us. Why? And once again, it'll redirect her nerves once she knows why. Specifically, with your passions. Specific, funneled with her passion. We all have our passions and everything. Oh yeah, clinical psychologist. What the heck is that? What for? Why are you doing it? Yes, you do. Why? Funnel it. When you funnel your passions, you know specifically, you attract more, don't you? I heard more of the CEO's passion out there. The more in his life as he's funneling his passion to specifics, to be unique, different, then people call him. Him now at 20. Because he knows why specifically. So I say to you, as we listen, clinical psychologist. So why here? Communication. For what? Keep going. Yeah, I know. What?
I don't know what you want me to say. The things
I want you to tell me the truth.
Here,
What?
the things that we will learn here will help me further how I communicate.
How will it help you? How will you help people?
Yes.
How?
Oh.
Give me an example of how you could possibly help anybody else.
As right now or as a clinical?
As a clinical psychologist. I really want right now. But as a clinical psychologist.
I would refer people to different financial, like getaways if they can't afford.
Oh, getaways, travel.
No, like if they can't afford certain medications or procedures and things like that.
If they can't afford medical procedures
Or medication.
or medication, you're going to help them get it.
I can.
Excuse me?
I can. Yeah.
You can. If you can communicate effectively.
Yep.
Which is what? How do you communicate effectively to help her get medical help and medical procedures?
Well, I would see. Well, first of all, you would look at her budget and then see what she qualifies for. If I can see what she qualifies for, then I can notify people ahead of me to see if I can get her into something.
People ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have to communicate with them.
Yep.
She needs this. She needs that. That's all you got to do, right?
No.
You just tell them what she needs, and then she gets it. Correct?
There's certain things that people qualify for. If she qualifies or if she doesn't.
But you find out if she qualifies, it's on paper. Correct? So why do they need you? To talk to the higher ups. Why do they need you?
I'm sorry. This is confusing.
This is confusing you. Anybody else getting it? Oh, you're all confused? You're all confused? Kinda get it. What do you kinda get?
We're here to learn the communication skills that we need to get our job done. You pretty much need communication skills in just about any job. And you're right, she needs to be able to communicate. She's a segue for whoever she's speaking to get them what they need to whoever's going to get it to her.
Everybody can talk.
I think that the why helps us to find out about the real value that we can add into whatever job or business are doing. For example, in her case, that why would help her understand her role in that business transaction, any transaction that could be happening. Her why is like what will be there for her value that she's gonna add for the patients, for the company, and for that it will help her to find out why she will be needed in there.
Makes sense.
It's all about communicating effectively. That's what it is.
What?
It's all about communicating effectively.
But
What does that mean? He said the word value.
before
Huge word. He said the word value. Now, if you listen to him, and I'm going to say, could you repeat that? If she does not know how she's adding value to her life, how she's going to communicate, she could communicate from her to the higher ups to get the medicines needed for her life, for her to feel good. If she doesn't know how to communicate that effectively, to be able to do that, if she doesn't know her skill of how she's going to add value to her life, then she suffers. Might be suffers in the type of, I don't know, medication. Oh, I didn't know, that person says, oh, I didn't know that's what you said. Because I could barely hear you on the phone or whatever, I don't know. Or the way you said it to the higher ups to get her medication. The way you said it, or your attitude. I sent you the wrong thing. I apologize. And then she suffers. What skill do you have in your communication? Didn't you say to me out there, you said you went to a store. Here's effective communication, or ineffective, and why it matters. He went to, let me see if I can get it, went to a store, and at the store, what store was it?
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. He went into the 7-Eleven, and in the 7-Eleven, the guy was on the phone behind the cash register, and he was on the phone. And the CEO thought, he said, oh, well, it's just because that might be a very important phone call in that particular moment. He went back today at the 7-Eleven, same place, same person was there, they were on the phone again. Not taking care of the customer, communicating differently.
Even when he was like ringing me up, he didn't ask if I wanted anything else. He just kept talking on the phone, gave him my change and all on my way.
Gave him the change. Now, he could, in this communication to himself, the guy on the phone at the 7-Eleven, could have given wrong change. Could have, because he really doesn't care. He's not communicating effectively to himself nor to the customer. So he and the company is responsible. We talked about Radio Shack going out of business. Remember Radio Shack?
Yeah.
They're out of business. Why? And I always say, companies like 7-Eleven or whatever, they go out of business. Why? Because of their lack of communication skills. This person did not care about him at all. So he, well, me, I wouldn't go back.
Just collecting a paycheck.
Collecting a paycheck. Those companies go out of business because of communication skills. Now, if she doesn't know how she's adding value to somebody else's life and quality of life, you don't know, she's in trouble and she's in trouble. Her life, her quality of life, and maybe her life. Just because of her lack of communication skills. Why are you here? Yeah, I want to get to the money before I